and his accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Now Lawrence.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And able to find Kirk, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
And they'll run with ETN.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
One more time with ETN.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10.
At about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Throwing is Hurts.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco.
There he goes, right side. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Brad, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I'd just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising, because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now Lawrence on first down. Man open, here is Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Play action. It's Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 23 yards for a touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And
for the third time here in this half. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions in just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that two-point conversion.
I love how you upset. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It'll be Hurts on the option. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run for Miles Sanders. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. They'll turn to Sanders. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones, 45 yards. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe thinking that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are...
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started. Y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop. You ain't here? I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with you, I just got rich a little quicker.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Detroit Lions and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And off we go from Jacksonville. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And Goff going to look to throw right away. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. And it'll be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is point.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old way, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No score after one on EA Sports. Second and 10.
Goff now looking to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit. Maybe.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play. And on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Taken in at the 11. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Now gone. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Second and 5 now. Goff over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll try it now with Swift. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So much for just falling forward for a yard on 4th and 1. They got a big chunk play.
They certainly did, didn't they? And you would think as a defensive front, you just stack the line of scrimmage and create no space, right? But how about his vision? Finding where there was a hole, finding where there was a gap, and making sure he hurdled his way through it.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Only a yard on the completion in 2nd and goal. Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Goff. This is caught. Touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. This is caught inside the 15. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones.
And the Jags are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going off it.
He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now on 2nd and 13. Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
Picked off by Mike Hughes.
And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw into the hands of Reynolds here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Goff now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st down, Lawrence will start an excellent field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Goff. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the 3rd quarter?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's going to go down again. Charles Harris dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's Swift. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal. A loss of 12.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. On play action, Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Lawrence. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence with a hook up to Marvin Jones. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here's Lawrence. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Swift. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll indeed take a knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they can pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams just about a 3.5-hour drive from each other on Florida's I-75. The Jags and Bucks are underway.
From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. To the air right away is Brady.
He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. Over the middle here to Rudolph.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady dumps it off to Fournette.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
They'll roll him out right.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Brady. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And Brady will sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the 1st quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. There he goes left side. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's...